Alright, hey guys, so today I'm going to teach you how to tape your bat like this, right here. Pretty cool tape job. For those of you who saw the video, pick the grip. It's grip number 4, because you guys voted for that grip the most. I don't know what to call this, so if you guys have a name for it, post it in the comments below. But, yeah, so, first off, gonna need 2 pieces of tape and scissors if you have it, otherwise no big deal. Scissors just make your life easier. So to start, you're gonna want a clean edge. And what I mean by clean edge is like that. You know, don't want it slanted or anything creased. So first off, what you're gonna want is, well, obviously a wooden bat, but to start, what you're going to do is you're going to take this corner and you're going to put it to the crease or the line in the knob of the bat, if you guys can see it there. So you're going to put that corner to the crease there, and then you're going to lay the grip on. You're just going to kind of turn the bat, and what you'll see is that right here, the tape overlaps, like that. Okay, so that's no good. We want a diamond pattern, so we don't want the tape to overlap. So what that means is we're going to have to create more of an angle with the tape. So we're just going to roll the tape up, and we are going to try putting the tape in a different spot. And, you know, with taping your bat, starting the bat is always the hardest part. So once you get past that, you're home free. So what you want to do is you're going to pull this corner, the bottom corner, up towards the top corner of the tape. That'll create more of an angle on the bat. Alright. And if you think of like a barber pole, it's almost like that with the red and white. That's how you're going to want to get this one tape going. So now, when you start to lay it, you have the space. And so now you want to keep going and keeping that space even. So you want to keep even amount of space throughout the whole bat. And you're going to want to get to where you want to end the tape, which is going to be about here. And when you get there, then you're going to want to kind of turn the tape like so, and then start to tape right around like that. And then you're going to rip. So, just to recap, you start off, you're going to start taping, and then once you get to the point where you're going to end, then you're going to turn the tape, and then start to turn into a straight line here. So it's just going to be a straight wraparound. And then you're going to obviously get creases because you're making such a sharp turn in the tape, and you're just going to work those out. And how you work those out is you start from the center of the tape where the crease starts, and you push it down out, and you work it out like that. And that should get most of the crease out. And it doesn't have to be perfect over here. If you have creases in the middle of the tape over here, it's fine, because we're going to go back over that. So now what we're going to do is do the same thing with the same tape, going the opposite way. So we're going to take this corner and take it to right there, that bottom corner, okay? Like that. Now, what we're going to do is take this other corner of the tape and we're going to lay it on the knob with that other corner still to the corner of the first layer of the tape. So now once you lay it down, you'll get it like this. Okay, what that does is it creates basically a mirror image of the other tape with the same angle, and now you're just going to start taping. And what you want to do is you're going to want to create on the knob is basically like a triangle. You want an even length with the tape, and then you're going to start working it down, and you're going to make diamonds. And what I'm going to show you is, what I mean by diamonds, is if you look at this tape, see how you have the diamonds in the middle? You're creating those right now. Now over here, it's not a good diamond because I kind of rushed it, but you got these diamonds over here, and that's what we're creating. Okay? So now, if you tape it through, like that, the first diamond that you should have, it's going to be a line. Now, what you're going to want to do is kind of guide the tape to make that. So once you get it to the point where this part is good, then you're going to get to half through the first cross. It's hard to show you because it's red on red, but you see this tape right here. Once you cross this tape to make that half of a diamond, you're going to go halfway over and then stop. Then you're going to take the tape and kind of move it down to create a better angle to make that diamond. And that's guiding the tape. It's kind of hard to explain, but once you actually start taping, you'll get an understanding of what I mean. So then you're going to keep going, and if you follow the same path, you see you get that another diamond. And once again, you can pull the tape down to get a more even looking diamond. And you're going to continue again, turning the bat, and you're going to get another diamond. And once again, you're going to guide the tape to get it looking better. And you're going to do the same, pull it down, get another diamond, and you're going to do the same throughout the bat. And then once you get to the end, you can guide the tape and then wrap around again, or you can just end it there. I'm just going to end it there because it's easier like that. You don't waste as much tape. So you're going to end it and just push it down. Now you're going to have wrinkles in the tape, creases, and you're just going to work it out by pressing down. It's alright because we're going to go over that first layer. Alright, so now we take out our other colored tape, and what we want to do is kind of lay the first colored tape on top of the second one. So we're going to see that the white is slightly bigger than the red. And what we want to do is rip this white tape to be slightly smaller than the red. So what we're going to do is take this tape like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to rip up at the top. Okay, so now we got the tape separating in two parts. Now what we're going to do is take the smaller part and stick it to the bottom of the tape as close to the edge as you can go. So now we have this smaller piece of tape sticking up. We're just going to rip through and use it as if it was the roll of tape. Now we're going to go over one side, not both layers of tape, just the one side of tape with this white. So we're going to line it up, starting at the beginning. Going to line it up in the middle of the tape, making sure it's even with the red on both sides of the white. And so I'm just going to start it so you can see what it's going to look like. Okay, on the layer of the white, you should be able to see that there's red on the white tape. Like underneath the white tape, you can see that red. Okay, that's what you want. Now you're just going to follow that tape that you're laying the white over, and you're just going to follow that through the bat until you get to the end. Once again, you're going to have to guide the tape, and you want to make sure the red is even on both sides of the white throughout the whole thing, whole layer, so that it looks nice and sharp. And once you get to the end, you can end it just like we did with the red. You can just rip it. You don't need to wrap it around. So now the bat should look like this. Okay, you got the two red at the bottom. Now you're just putting one layer of white over the red. Now, if we were to do a double, like on both sides, we'd do the same thing that we did with the red. We'd take the corner to the white corner and lay it on the other side, so then it'd be white on white over the red on red. But we're just doing one layer of white to keep that base of red right there. So now what we're going to do is rip the red to be slightly smaller than the white. So we're just going to rip that just a little bit. So now we have the two pieces of tape there. We're going to take the smaller side again of the red and lay it as close to the edge on the tape as we can. Now we've got a smaller piece of tape. Now we're just going to rip it through, and then we're going to lay this red over the white. Alright? And once again, you're going to want to lay it so that you can see the white. Now if you start laying it like this, and you can see that it's covering the white, that means you have to go smaller. Alright? Now all that means is that you're just going to take this tape and rip it a little more. And then you're going to re-lay the tape down. And you're going to take the smaller edge, the smaller rip of the tape, and lay it as close to where it would be on the tape normally. And you're just going to rip through, and now you have a smaller piece of tape. So we're going to try again, see if this is small enough. We're going to lay it on the white. Alright, and as you can see, it is good. It's small enough. So now we're just going to continue through over the white with this red piece. Alright. Alright, now once you get to the end, you're just going to rip it like we've been doing. So now you ended it right there. Now we're going to do the same thing with the white again, and we're going to go over that red. So now we're going to rip the white so that it's slightly shorter than the red piece. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to rip that white piece of tape, and then we're going to lay it as close to the edge as we can. And we're going to take that. We're going to lay it, see if it works. And as you can see, it barely works, so we're going to want to make that just a little smaller. So we're going to put another rip into it. And believe me when I say this, that it could be literally centimeters, but it really does make a difference. And so because it's such a small rip, we're going to have to rip off that piece of tape where we first made the rip, and we're going to just have to make a new rip, which is a little bigger, because it's too small to do on that one. So we're going to see if this piece of tape is small enough, and it does work. Now once again, you're just going to lay it on to the red, like we've been doing. Once you get to the end, just rip it. And as you can see, we're starting to get that nice pattern going. And really, you just keep going until you can't put any more tape on. So I'm going to do one more layer, and that'll be it. You can always go farther, but just for the sake of time, I'm not going to go further because you guys have probably got the idea by now. So I'm just going to go one more layer. Alright, so now you get the base idea of the design. Looks pretty nice. Now if you really want to end the grip, basically, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to start the tape and get a full tape going. So we're going to go to the first strip we did and start unraveling that. And then you're going to see that you're going to come across the second piece, the second rip we did. You're going to start unraveling that, and you're going to see that the tape starts to get bigger, and then it'll start to intersect with the piece of tape that you have last used, and then you've got your full piece of tape here. So you're going to just rip that and dispose of the extra tape. And now what you can do to basically wrap up the grip is right on the end of the grip where we made all the rips, you're going to lay that over like so, and you're just going to wrap it up. Keep it nice and even, and you're going to rip there. So now you've got just the plain white tape right here, and if you wanted to, you could layer the tape like we did here. So then you'd rip the red and wrap it around, and then rip the white to make it smaller than the red, wrap it around like that to keep the design going, and then you'd do the same on the end knob. So that's basically how you do this grip. I hope this helps. Don't go crazy over the littlest details making it perfect, because it'll never be perfect. You'll just go crazy trying, but I hope this helps. Sorry if it's a little difficult to follow. It's kind of hard to explain. I've never really tried to videotape and tape at the same time, so it's a little awkward to do for me, so it might be a little hard to see in some places, but I hope this helps, guys. Yeah, if you guys have any more video requests, let me know, and I'll be more than welcome to make them for you. Alright, thanks, guys.